All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Dangers in My Heart, Season 2, Episode 5. Love will always win.
Yes.
This show just makes me so happy.
It's so good.
So happy.
It's so good.
I just can't get enough of it. And we have more. And I'm not thinking about the limited amount of what we have of more. We have more, and that's the important thing.
That's a good day.
That's a good day right there.
Yes. We're gonna see Goofy, awkward, like, no, you don't wave at her. I wave at her.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna see dorks that are head over heels for each other, and it's gonna be wonderful.
They've basically figured it out. Yep. Basically, basically.
Right.
That Valentine's Day has been done, and now we move forward into the future.
Exactly.
With pride and joy.
I want to start singing a national anthem for some reason, but like the anthem of this show.
Yes, exactly. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's happening, so we're gonna keep doing that. So much junk in here. Fun.
A date?
Oh, cool. There were 2 tickets?
Would you like help looking through there?
Oh, fun. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. What do you want?
Right. Right. Yeah, because the old tendencies won't entirely go away, but yeah. Oh, come on, you can stand closer together than that. Oh.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes. Yes. Oh!
Yep, the flutters don't always feel
I love
nice.
that the one that was having to run and obey physics was the one that was doubting, and the flying one was the one in love. You're saying there's dangers in your heart? My inner snake! No, snake! Snake!
Immediately! Yes!
Yeah!
Yes! Let's go!
Like in an after-school date. Yes. Hey. Yeah. Savor this. She like the fist cheer, yes. Wow. Wow. Really? She wants to share takoyaki. Yep. Yeah, so you break them before you pick them up so that they steam out a little bit. Yeah. You like to see me at work? Yeah. Do you want to come? Yeah.
He drops the takoyaki ball.
山田の仕事を行けたら行く。
行けたら行くわ。来ない。
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
それは大人の社交辞令。
じゃあこれは私の？
We can split it. Yep.
そうだ。
ありがとう。
待って。まず中をさ。
Yeah, yeah. Show her the trick.
いいよ。
Oh my gosh. Uh-huh. Yeah, she wants you to feed it to her. Yeah.
ではチーズ明太一つ。
Well, his sister's right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's cute.
いいんすか？
多めに見てよ。我はポップコーンマン。
Ho, ho, ho.
てかでか。山田サイ
They
ズ。
serve Yamada size.
するの。
The Americans are like, oh, it doesn't even cover your hair from that perspective?
Right, right.
しかしこれをデートと認めるのはいささか浮かれすぎな気も。
Come on, man.
It's okay to get the wrong idea.
That's what she said before. Yes. Yes.
なんでも。映画って見る？
That's really sweet.
そういや山田が出る映画。一応。
Of course you did. Yeah, okay.
覚えてたの。その映画の撮影でね、広島に行
Oh,
った
they're
んだ。
whispering, yeah.
春休み、1週間くらい。
Right, right.
北村優子さんはね、今一番目標としてる役者さんでね、かっこいい役もコメディも全部上手だよ。
山田でも好きな分野では早口。
今日遅くなるってお母さん。
たまれ。ふと別の映画を思い出す。半年前に公開されたレモン坂なんちゃらによる映画。なぜ
Okay.
見たかといえば、キャストに秋野杏奈、つまり
Ah.
ダサいよね、ビビっちゃって。
それは序盤で死ぬいじめっ子みたいな適当な役。
Gotcha.
でも素人とは一目瞭然の差がある。キスシーン。うわ長い。これは気まずい。山田はやっぱり自分から違う景色を見てる。突きつけられる恐怖。
私の好きなことばっかり語って。
それでも
Yeah.
僕の知らない景色を語る山田は
I want to know more about what you like. Yeah.
もっと知りたい。
Oh.
映画は本当勉強になった。お仕事以外にも。
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
おいおい。変じゃない服。
いけてる。
今日は山田の仕事見
It's going all the way to Hiroshima.
で
Yeah.
いいよという言葉を真に受けてきてしまったが、そうだ、こういうのって確か
Oh, getting a little gift. And it's a snack too.
変だったら渡さなければいいだけだし。
Sure. Yeah, then you can just eat it yourself.
Very low stakes. Oh.
なんか今日可愛いね、アンナ。
ああ、いつも。
大人でおしゃれで一人一人が本気で、
Yeah.
山田もその中の一人。
終わって。
Oh. Fun.
Hey.
Yeah, I would have given snack.
Yeah.
急に
Yeah.
山田のことおままごとみたいな感
You're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I know it's intimidating, but yeah.
お前の俺の思いは本気じゃないのか。
Yeah. Would you tell that to me? She's like, I caught up to you.
さっき走っていくの見えて。
Yeah.
じ。仕事途中だろ。
大丈夫。トイレ行くって言ってきたから。
Oh.
どうしたの？体調悪い？あんまり楽しくないよね。
楽しいとか楽しくないじゃないだろ、仕事は。
そうかな。私なんかより可愛い子も綺麗な子も演技が上手い子も
Sure.
正直なんで続けてるんだろうって 市川が気づかせてくれた。
仕事好きなんだな。
すごく嬉しかったんだよ。
山田が嬉しいんだから嬉しいはずなんだ。
Right.
なんでこんなに辛いんだろ
And the snack thing you brought for her is just fine.
う。もし山田が普通の中学生に戻ったら。
どこ？
もしそうだったらこんなに好きになってない。
Yeah. So bring her back, yeah.
遅かった。
Oh!
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
お友達って感じじゃなさそうだね。
友達っていうか市川。
Yeah.
ああ、あの
Huh.
She's talked about you.
マネージャーか。こ
Cool.
んなイケメンが。
瞳が綺麗。
Yeah.
ダメ。
Oh! Meaning like
Yeah.
scouting
right.
him out potentially.
高田二個。
Okay.
知らない？
Like another.
シェルの看板モデルでテレビに。
Oh, dang. The voice! The voice!
お子さん？
私ママか。
Amazing. Amazing. So they're working together for the shoot. Okay. Fun.
多大な劣等感を抱えている。
Damn.
Good. Actually,
僕はアンナとはもう4年一緒にやっている。
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
アンナにとって君という人間、
Wow. Way to go.
君との交際が仕事に支障をきたす。
Oh.
Relationship.
待ってください。
何？
付き合って
あれ、見る目ある方なんだけどな。
I love it. Wait. Yeah. That's
That's
fantastic.
尊敬してるんです。そのアンナさん。
Yes. You're looking at her with respectfulness. Yes.
Yeah.
自分が子供すぎて悔しい。これが辛さの正体。
どうだった？
ああ、そういや。大丈夫か？キモくないか？
Oh.
決め顔は。
No, you look great.
すごく綺麗だろ。
Ah! I got you to say it.
The church bells in the background. That was so sweet. Oh my
right.
God.
Nice.
My
Wonderful.
heart is full.
Yeah.
As usual after watching
As
this show.
always. This episode gave us kind of two mini stories here. They got to go on a little date.
Yep.
It wasn't necessarily one that they were able to acknowledge to each other directly as a date, but it was a date.
But it was a date.
And the thing is that is actually like one of the most frustrating things about being young and in love is that you end up having these one-on-one interactions with people, but you both can't say that it's just a date because you're both so freaking awkward with everything. So this is so real, but I loved the way his inner self basically like championed him on.
Yeah.
But also we acknowledge the inner turmoil as well of it's a trap and then also like go, you know.
Yeah. And I love that because this is like show it realistically that just because, you know, all of these things happen where you know, hey, this is a good thing, that doesn't mean that the scared side of you is going to suddenly shut up, right?
True.
It's about learning to act in spite of that, right?
Yeah.
And so we get to see, you know, the pattern that we're familiar with happen where good things happening, Ichikawa starts to doubt it, but we're also seeing how, no, he's more quickly moving past that, right? Because he's getting comfortable and familiar with the idea that, yes, this is a good thing. No, I tell that side of myself to shut up. I'm ignoring it. And then also the little acknowledgments from Yamada of being like, oh, hey, sorry I made you ask. You know, because like that was a thing that she wanted, and she knows that it's something that's tough for him to ask, and so you know you want to have that balance with it, right? Of both asking each other for things, and so like that communication, I love it. It makes me happy. It's like, yes, are you guys two kids that are absolute dorks and you know and aren't able to necessarily say if something's a date? Absolutely. While at the same time being able to have like we take the wins that we get right as far as communication, and there are those wins that are happening, and really it makes me really happy to see
precious.
them. Yeah.
So then, of course, the sister gets to see all this, which allows for the hilarious hijinks and just fun joy of her being like, if I had even an Arabian oil prince that was all over me, I still wouldn't have what you have, which is getting to go to an after-school date in your uniform.
Right.
Savor this.
Right. Like, it's something where the sister being there, because it's this show, right? That is a thing that makes me happy. Whereas in a lot of other situations,
it's used to slow down progress.
It's used to slow down progress, right? Where now here's the excuse for why they can't actually enjoy the moment and be open with each other. But no, that's not what this is. No. This instead, it just helps put a spotlight so that then the characters have to be like, you know, like, these feelings and what this means, and this is basically a date, and that person over there is like, oh my god,
broken takoyaki, and had us,
and blew on it and everything to make sure that it was cooled off, and her doing the thing of like, okay, now feed it to me, you know,
right? She knew what she was doing by coming here. I'm not really that into takoyaki. Well, you picked the place,
right?
Right. Yamada's pretty smart.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she's pretty smart. And so she's done a lot of these types of things where she tries to set up Ichikawa to give her the
thing
signs.
That she wants. And
Well, right, but the signs specifically so that she can, you know, be confident and assured that he does love her, that he is attracted and interested. But he's very hard to pull out of his shell in that regard.
Exactly.
And so she also then set up the means by which he would then get to see her at work, which was a fun little tie-in thing there with the movie. I like the way the movie kind of allowed things to segue nicely into the acting world, showcasing that he's been, you know, paying attention to her career in a lot of ways, since he's been crushing on her for quite a while. And in a lot of ways, yes, the intrigue that he had surrounding her career being something that made her different from everybody else was probably part of the reason that he fixated on her a little bit. So no, don't try and like think about, what would she be like without this? And she'd just be a regular junior high student, and then there wouldn't be all these things in the way. And it's like, no. It's a part of who she is. That passion, that joy that she has for the thing that she loves, that's part of what you like about her so much.
Yep. That's part of how you guys connect and things and stuff. So, and when she's, you know, like going off about the movie and all that stuff and like, oh, and I love this part and that part and everything, and then has that realization of like, wait a minute, this probably isn't the kind of movie that he likes, and then does the whole like backtracking of like, you know, or self-deprecating, like, oh, sorry, I was totally just, you know, just talking about this thing, you probably couldn't engage in it, and then it's the, hey, no, I wanna know you better.
Yeah.
And it's like if someone likes you, if someone really likes you, they will absolutely get excited vicariously for you when you talk about the things that you're excited about.
Yeah. Part of, in my opinion, actually one of the easiest ways to tell when you're in that like crush stage as like a young kid or what have you, is if they show an interest in the things that you're gushing and talking about. Because kids are so selfish. Like, they don't give a crap about usually like what most other people are doing most of the time.
Oh, totally.
So if they show extra special focus to you in that regard there, odds are they at the very least like you as a friend. At the very least. More likely that there's actually like some desire to get to know you better too.
Right. Even though there's the whole "we are fools in love," you know, and
either way,
could be blaring right at you, you know, and you're like, I can't tell.
Right. But now we've met the manager.
Yeah.
Which is fun because they've been in her life for 4 years, showcasing that, ever since she's been like a more prominent child actress in a lot of ways. So, back when she was in single digits probably, or at the very least like 10 or something.
Doing modeling for like kids magazines or, or like
or just acting in minor roles and stuff.
Yep.
Basically helped raise her in this part of things.
Right.
And while he did seem a little intense, and I think that's mostly just because it's
show business and,
Well, also it's just because it's an adult man who is close to her and probably has a lot of unique insights, and he's so confident and all this stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, obviously, he's not thinking about this from like a jealousy angle or what.
No, but it's just the intimidation of like, here's someone that is effectively high status, right? That also plays an important role in her life.
And is important to her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
so he wants to get this connection down right, or
and then
doesn't want to step on the wrong thing and be like, I screwed it up.
Yeah, exactly. And so then when the dude mentions the thing, well, there's the possibility that he meant it as just I want to make sure that you're aware of this because this is a thing to keep in mind, and not in trying to like actually keep a relationship from happening or sabotage a relationship.
No, he assumed the relationship was already happening.
Right.
He's just like, hey, I just want to let you know what your relationship will do to hinder her work.
Right.
Like, just know, like, your relationship is something then that would be somewhat of a burden to her with regards to work, because then she wouldn't be able to necessarily go and just do things at any time or any place or what have you.
Well,
it's another obligatory thing that could potentially interfere with her schedule.
Yes to all of those things. I think what's more being brought up though is the whole idea of like, in the same way that like idols aren't supposed to have boyfriends, kind of a thing, like where it's the
right, but she's not an idol though.
No, right, but I think I don't think it's. I believe the implication is that it's that similar reason. It's not the practical ways in which yes, if she's spending time with someone else, it's the very notion of being in a relationship inherently, fundamentally, being something that would limit her career.
Yeah, and that's
because then it's also going into being an actress, right? Because she is an actress, and that's absolutely where there's.
I'm not going to assume that here. I think that's something that is. Something that would be more the case if she was actually like, eyeing to be an idol, but because she's a model, like specifically, most of what I would say even models do is so like specific, even in its application. Like she's getting photos taken, like they've specifically done so many things almost to the point, and showing it in before that when she's like about to talk or make comments and things, she gets edited out. They want her in this industry specifically because she's really pretty. Like
right, but going along with that, it's the with the acting roles, right? It's the actor or actress that you can then have be the heartthrob, and so then if there's the they're dating somebody, right? It diminishes the obsession, slightly that they could have with, fans and things like that. Can I
pull you back on that a little bit more? I would say actually the part that's more likely, it has nothing to do with the heartthrobs kind of things. It's the fact that if she does get popular, tabloids will just make her love story a part of gossip magazines and stuff. And
that is a great point.
And it's not that it would then harm her image. It's that it would literally be harmful to her. It would be the kind of thing of where she would have people asking questions in a like, tell us about your
right,
and it wouldn't be private. It wouldn't be
exactly. Even in the best of cases, right? It's still something that would have its own little problems that come with it. Yeah, and so giving the manager the full benefit of the doubt.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah,
it's the
you
need to be aware of this.
Right, it's the other people basically that would potentially like be not malicious, but basically making it more than it needs to be, just because people are going to figure this out. And also the manager made the point of something that was really, really sweet. she's the most honest person I know.
Right.
And what I think he's also kind of saying is that she's kind of an odd one out even in this industry.
Oh, sure.
Especially in a world where you need to perform so specifically in order to get jobs. An honest actress or actor is kind of the definition then of like a weirdo, because your job as an actor is to effectively like
present a particular image.
You have to basically manipulate the perception through your, convincing performance.
Right.
And so if you're just honest and you're one that wears your heart on your sleeve,
right,
and she's also probably the kind of person who's gushed about you to literally everybody here.
Probably particularly him,
I would say, probably 99% him. Then it's so just letting you know, like, your relationship would cause things to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not dating or anything.
Together. I love that.
Boyfriend.
I love that he like took everything that Ichikawa was saying in almost like a pretty like matter of fact, straightforward way. Like he didn't like try to go like.
Yeah, he didn't do the Moeka thing, right? Because he's just like, oh, okay, well, I really thought I had a sense for these kinds of things. And it's like, no, you do. But what he's probably saying is, I thought I had already been able to figure out when they're in the blushing hand-holding stage, versus in the no, we're dating stage.
True.
Right. And he's like, wow, I got that wrong. Like, obviously he can tell that they like each other and, all of that, right? But it's but
whether or not they're actually official or something.
And all that stuff, and he's like, oh, okay. Which also
Kids
then,
today,
yeah, exactly. Which also then from his standpoint, it's okay, they're not even official to each other. Yeah, no, then that's not going to be a problem for her work for probably a while. Like,
right. And I think that he is thinking about the long-term future. He's not just thinking about 6 months from now.
Oh yeah, that's why he didn't say it as you should, break up with her because of whatever, but it's you realize that this will cause trouble for her work, right? Like it's I'm informing you about the future, which is in a lot of ways, like a very, not necessarily respectful, that's not quite the right word, but it's a
very adult thing to bring up.
It's a very adult thing to bring up, and it is honoring the concept of their relationship, right? Because it's not doing the thing that adults might sometimes do of like, oh, well, this is just a fling. It's going to be over in 3 weeks or 3 months or whatever.
Sure.
Sure.
But there's a couple things that weren't said.
Right.
That then
by omission
means something. Yeah. It doesn't necessarily mean exactly what his intent is, but it does make it less likely that his intent is other things.
Right. And I do love the little visual detail of like, yes, the manager, the person who is professionally in show business and doing all of that stuff, has the dead psycho eyes, where it's just like, is this person totally friendly? Possibly. Yeah. Are they also potentially like super scary? Possibly.
It could be all of the above.
It could be all of the above. You really can't tell.
I do love you brought someone in to our sphere of work and what have you. Oh, clearly they are an opportunity for scouting.
Oh, you have fantastic eyes.
Looks like, and immediately ascertains everything about him. And I have seen some like YouTube content that like the professional like high level modeling agents are incredibly good at being objective about certain things about the way people present themselves.
Because you're a product. Yeah.
Right. And so they're like, you would have incredible work as an eye model.
Right.
Like,
which also
thought about wearing glasses and seeing like, actually, if we could move your hair a little bit.
Right.
And then I was like, I've been telling him.
Also, go away.
Yeah.
I also love the whole idea of how he just says it immediately you really have a bad inferiority complex.
Yeah.
Like that's like, okay, when people do that kind of stuff, right? That's I would say the good example of I tell it like it is, because most of the time when people say that, they're just being assholes and they want to get a pass for it. But that you treasure those moments when people tell you that kind of stuff, because most of the time they won't. And that while that can definitely be like, hold the fuck up. Why?
Yeah, boundaries.
Boundaries, man, you know?
Yeah.
But at the same time,
right.
that's a very effective look in the mirror.
Yes.
You know?
It's a very... Yeah, it's immeasurably valuable in that, one, this person just met you. Mm-hmm. And two, they're bang on accurate.
Yep.
So in a lot of ways, it's probably just more of an issue where being accurate doesn't give you the right to necessarily speak into somebody's life like that. Mm-hmm. So this guy was taking a big risk by doing this.
Yeah.
But I think the most important thing was that you could feel in the context of what he was saying that, hey, I care about Yamada. Mm-hmm. Clearly, she cares about you. Therefore, I would say there's a decent likelihood that...
At least to an extent.
You care about her. I can
gotcha.
just assume that. You could be an awful person. Mm-hmm. I don't know that.
Yeah.
But one thing I do know is that clearly you have a massive inferiority complex.
Right.
And as someone that, she really cares about and stuff, you should really reevaluate that.
Yeah, because you're her pride and joy.
Yeah. You have someone that I absolutely care about like a daughter who is very much your champion.
Right.
You realize that, Ichikawa.
Yep.
She champions you.
Yeah.
In the same way that you sometimes, or a lot of times more recently, have been championing her. Mm-hmm. Now, maybe, those times aren't as, demonstrative, They're more in the subtle little things and stuff. But, take what this guy said to heart because there's a lot to be gleaned here.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Last thing I want to say from this episode, because this just personally, I loved it. The moment when they're in the theater and Yamada's like, okay, let's switch seats, right? Because she wants to be on the side of him that doesn't have the hair covering part of his face.
Yep.
So that was adorable.
Right.
Also, for me specifically, I gotta go off on it because I have really bad hearing in my left ear, right? Like close to just can't hear anything in that ear. And there was, a pattern, a set of moments, fairly recently where someone basically would do that, right? Where they would basically just that little bit of attentiveness and realizing like, oh, you can't hear well on that side. And another person taking initiative to do things like that just because they're paying attention to you, right? And of course, this is something that makes it better for Yamada, right? It's not that it makes it better for Ichikawa necessarily.
Right.
But I love that.
Yeah.
It was so fucking sweet.
It's so freaking sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm really excited. Future has some fun potential drama in there.
Yep.
Of, she's reaching an important stage. Mm-hmm. But I'm super excited for them to get to know more about each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. You look so pretty. Mm-hmm. And she's just like, ah! Like, this was the epised of Squeeze, In terms of both of them each having their moment of like...
Yep. Do you want me to tell Mom that you'll be home late tonight? Shut up!
Yeah, the fact that this show has fully become literally everyone else knows. Like, everybody else knows.
Right.
They're the only two that aren't.
Yeah, to the point that literally you meet someone that is an associate of hers, and the first thing that they're like, oh, so you guys are together, right?
Right.
As their base assumption, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.